Your black hair and your fat ass style. Street poetry is my everyday. But yo, I gotta stop when you drop my way. If I was working at the club, you would not pay. Hey yo, my man Fight Digger, you got something to say.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Demons fight for from the Zulu nation. Talking in the jam that we can get down. Now that's not the roots, like the roof H-Town. You got BBD all on your bedroom wall. But I'm above the rim and this is how I ball. A pretty little something on the New York street. This is how I represent over this there beat. Talking about you.
Yo, I took you out. The circles on my mind for the whole damn route. When I was in the frenzy in the horny state. But I couldn't drop rhymes because you couldn't relate. You couldn't relate. You couldn't relate.
What is up? What's happening? Mikey, what's up? NC, what's up? What's happening? You about to turn up.
Protozoa, you're so minute you didn't know the gang has been watching you, but instead of just watching you, I'm scooping you up out of the muck you waddling like a chief chemist. All the scientists are following, planning to examine you on a petri dish, sticking you and freaking you. Just a teeny bit of clever with science, but never relying on false ones from college who forever be trying. Insistent they come off, I let them do some off, then come back with drum tracks their ears to their numb off. Blockbusting, like making love, I never stop thrusting into the system. So just listen, I'm like a neurosurgeon, operating with a purer version. I write prescriptions of what's fitting. The dope gets prescribed as I keep it live. Cause it's more than a style, it's conceptual genius. My effect on the singers to project that I mean this. You dead beat, wait until you see my next beat. I get respect for the rep when I speak, check the technique. 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 I'm rushing you like a defensive end as I recommend that you come. Brothers are on knees by other brothers' reps, but the thing you know best is where the gun is kept. Cause in the night you'll feel fright, and at the sight of a full fit, I guess you just might want to do a dance or two. Cause he can maybe bust you for self or with a crew. No matter if you or your brother's a star, he can pop you in check without a getaway car. And some might say that he's a dummy, but he's sticking you for taking all of your money. It's a daily operation. He might be loose in the park or lurking at the train station. Mad brothers know his name, so he thinks he got a little fame from the sticker game. And while we're playing society, he's at a party with his man. They got the iron and
Gold chain.
that the next man's wearing. It looks big, but they ain't staring. Just thinking of a way and when to get the brother. They'll be long gone before the kid recovers. Back around the way, he'll have the chain on his neck, claiming respect just to get a rep. Strangely enough, I've been struck, affected by her smile, and her style is worthwhile. And knowing that I'm deep like a river, I feel I should
We're gonna turn up a little bit. We're gonna turn up a little bit.
What up? The flow, but they got no show. So I got the mic flip for strip believe the sun. One shot's the one that gets the club run. Mic check, I get a direct set. You ready to check, cause I'm a threat to your threat. No post fraud, incomplete, no fakers. Rest of the back of rock, you know I might take her. If she the trap, I'ma get to that slide. If she got a rip, I got my stiff on my side. Word of God, if I come to make way. Rugged and rock, killing the set every day. Like the road check. So here we go, and I'ma let you know. We got the flow, spitting my rolls like an automatic weapon. Suckers keep stepping, cause I'ma let you know. Who got the power? 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 Who got the power?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
That nigga ass right now. Ain't no one other niggas can't fuck what? Nigga, you could never fuck with me, my nigga. I'll fuck you up right now. What?
What? Bust your motherfucking ass.
Yes, boy.
I ain't no motherfucker, Joe. No, we talk to older bastard.
Get him, old dirty. Get him, boy.
Yeah. What? Fuck that nigga, Joe.
He said that.
I'm the one man on me ain't showing. I never been checking out. I keep MCs looking out. I drop signs like Crosby dropping babies. Another make a nigga go crazy. Energy builder, taking all types of medicine. Your ass thought you were better than a son. I keep playing it in orbit while I be coming with deeper and more shit. Enough to make you break, shake your ass, knock you dead. Rhyme good as the tasty cake makes. Just down, I'm mastered in. Niggas catching headaches, what? You need aspirin? The type of pain you couldn't even kill with might on. Fuck around, get sprayed with lights on. And your face like a can of lace, baby. Doesn't burn to a fucking ounce, learners. Hell, I don't even like your motherfucking profile. Give me my fucking shit. Wow, I seen and heard. No one knows. You forget. Niggas be quiet as shit.
What up?
Whoa, baby, you gotta get this low. Go back in the day, everything was all smooth and calm. Shit was like, yo, man, I'm doing it, man. I'm saying like, back in like the 70, fucking 79. Nah, 87. That was my favorite shit, dog. Polo shit. Everything was lovely, man. Yo, get the fuck out the way, nigga. Get the fuck, who the fuck is that? Hey, yo, go, Ray. What's up with y'all niggas, man? Fuck y'all niggas.
Hey, you know, everybody's talking about the good old days, right? Everybody, the good old days, the good old days.
Let's talk about it.
Well, let's talk about the good old days.
Let's live on high real quick. 1993 exoticness. You know what I'm saying? Where's your phone at? Get up on that shit, alright? Yo, started off on the island. AK Shallon, niggas wailing. Gunshots stolen phone talent. Back in the days, I'm 8 now, making a tape now. Ray gotta get a plate now. Ignorant and mad young. Wanted to be the one till I got loud. Yeah, my pops was a fiend at 16. Shooting that's that shit in his bloodstream. That's the life of a crane. Real life crane. The niggas know the habits behind me. Take one, yo, growing all up in the ghetto. Now I'm a weed feet, jetting the ball metal. In Medina, yo, no doubt, the dog got crazy clap. Pushing a big joint from down south. Doing big filthy stacked up. Better watch your back and duck, cause these beans, they got it cracked up. Now my man from up north, man, he got the law. It's solid as a rock and crazy saw. No jokes, I'm not playing. Get his pumps, Desert Eagle is dick and put him in the yard. And the know for sure, I got like a rip shot. I pointed again at his mother's knot.
Where at?
He lost his lady 2 months ago. Maybe you'll find her. Maybe he won't. Oh, wonder about love.
Brothers try to pat me, but none can match me. No girl can freak me, I'm just too nasty. Lost from the dance floors, I attack y'all. Stuck through the back door, guess who they snore? Golden Eagles, black African rope stars, started low like the touch of your with dope. Airbrush WB, stop.
Shake your body,
And top a couple of these.
She's a hottie.
Hot free and Chauncey. Very upset.
For what?
They're sick and tired. I'm living in their
About to get it in a little bit.
We was already knowing that people minds moving line down the more fuck stuff. With a million in Giuliani, you can try to bomb me, analyze but can't define me. My mind's divine, heavily entwined with on these sparks of feeble. I leave the nostrils on the people, cause minds of weevils are more over high, played in the heat. I'm like devotion, we got my deepest emotions, overdose, wanna be posted, sending them through corrosions, too hard to follow. You took the bite, but couldn't swallow your mind's
It's down the boys' novels. My old signs, kinda lay back like a recliner. And since I'm on, I've been fucking with marijuana. Wavy here, I still got money getting cash. Strictly business weird, macking no beginners. Beers so weird, all beginners here. Destiny in me finally leave, so how could I be weak? I'm badly unique.
Hey, AZ was the man, real talk. Shout out to C Boogie, damn it. Real talk, Miss Jones was fine as hell back in the day. Y'all sleeping. Shout out to my homeboy Mello, all the people in Queens. What's up?
I went to watch out the Marriott, owning or only co-ops on drop top, yachts, government straight shots, stop.
This was my song right here.
Yeah.
This is my song right here. This is my song. This is my song.
Like, I want to hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you got the flame that comes to diamond dust that keeps the button, taking the defect when they question. The word of Mac, or Mac.
I'm telling my age now. This was when I first got out of high school right here.
You small that same thing. You don't feel like that. I'm incredible. Better eat your vegetable. Cut. I does what I do. Good. I think the roof off so suck smack and knock it. Effect mic check 1 2. I'm a rain. Rain forever. Rain like bad weather. Rain like whoever never.
Yeah, man. Craig Mack was the man. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Lord, this is gonna be a very interesting video. I shout out to my homeboy Friendly. We were talking. My homeboy I played ball with in high school. 6'3" point guard I played with. Anyway, let me say this, man. Like, you know, a lot of times in life, guys, like,
Daddy,
yes, boo.
my tablet's dead.
Okay, I'll charge it up for you. Go play the other one. Go play the other one, okay?
I don't want to. I want to.
What you want to do?
What is on that?
You don't watch TV.
On that.
You can't, boo. Daddy's doing something right now. Can't watch TV down here. He gonna follow. This little boy follow me everywhere I go. It's cool. I like it. I like it. I love it, actually.
Know where you was.
You didn't know where I was. Daddy's in the basement, man. Anyway, but let me say this, man. Like, you know, I was just talking to my homeboy. He made some points, man. I forgot about. Guys, do you understand that if Antonio Brown, the brother, unless you've been living under, don't you go over there. Don't you go over there. You got on no shoes. I got some nails over there I need to sweep up. Don't go over there, okay? Anyway, Antonio Brown just basically quit in the middle of a game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They were down, and the brother just took his shirt off and ran off the field because from what I'm hearing, it appears that he was getting into it with the leadership of the team, the coach. You shouldn't turn it on because Daddy's busy. I don't want you to turn it on. All right. So, you know, boy, leave that thing alone. Lord have mercy. Hold on one second. No, you didn't. I told you not to turn it on. You love to try to miss this stuff, don't you?
4,
Sit down.
3,
Sit down.
2, 1.
You gonna sit down?
Yeah.
I want you to sit down now. You gonna be good?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to hear about
I hear you.
you. Mom, yeah. So, anyway, guys, Antonio Brown, man, quit on his team, middle of the game, and I'm gonna say something, man. Like, the truth is, guys, Antonio Brown is just another example of why good character wins. Because having good character actually will get you far in life. Let's look at him versus the other wide receiver by the name of Larry Fitzgerald that plays for the Arizona Cardinals. right? Larry Fitzgerald came to the NFL. Brother had the dreads. I think he still does have the
Daddy's
dreads.
not working.
Okay, boo. He had the dreads. I think he still does have the dreads. But you know what I like about Larry Fitzgerald? He kept his damn mouth shut. That's what he did. He kept his mouth shut. And he did what he was supposed to do to get where he was supposed to be. And now, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still in the league. And true, guys, I'm not gonna argue with you and say that he doesn't have CTE. We're gonna get into all
No, I
that.
don't want to watch Netflix.
Well, that's all I got on here right now. Unless you want to go upstairs, I ain't got nothing else on here right now. Huh? Go over there and sit down. Like, he probably does have CTE. I won't even argue with you guys. And for those of you that don't know, how did he get the CTE? Turn that down, that's loud. So anyway, he was, the whole thing is with the CTE, he got the CTE, I think primarily aggravated from a hit by the guy. He's a free agent. Okay, good. Okay, I didn't know that. But anyway.
I can't see it.
You can't see it because it's dogs. Huh? What did you hit? Oh, Lord. Go upstairs. I'm about to fix this. I got to fix it, okay? Go upstairs. Let me turn this on. Anyway, so he got hit by a guy by the name of Vontaze Burfict.
Daddy,
Vontaze Burfict, who's a dirty player. And that's the thing, like, character. Vontaze Burfict said to himself, I'd rather hurt this man and basically derail his whole entire life with a dirty hit so I can get an extra few dollars in my pocket.
I can't use
It's pretty much criminal what he was doing. And my thing is, up until like the early 2000s, whenever somebody would lay a dirty hit like that, there was always a brother in the barbershop that would tell you, hey, man, that's just football. That's part of the game. Right? And that's why I don't want my son ever playing football. I don't want to play football. I know I sound like the overprotective dad. Listen there. I know because you heard me say it. Get your butt. Go sit down somewhere. This little boy trip. I wouldn't play football. He just said it because I said I wanted to. See how kids are, man. We gonna play basketball. How about basketball? We'll play basketball.
And then I was
So-
playing football. Then you let me.
Well, yeah, he was told to hurt him by the NFL, but my thing is, at the end of the day, guys, he could have hit that dude. The dude missed the ball.
You will buy me.
The pass was missed. He could have pulled up. He put his shoulder in there and hit the boy in the head and barely grazed him. He hit him. He did not graze him, but he hit him in the head. He went straight for that boy head. Let's look at that hit. Let's look at that hit, because that's what I'm talking about. Character. He's out the league because his reputation. He has a reputation for being a dirty player. Just like now, Antonio Brown's going to be out the league. He has a reputation of being a hothead. Right? Yeah, boo. Be quiet.
Packers bring it from the pocket. Will went to the head.
Stop making that.
From the pocket.
Now watch this hit.
Went to the head. Lewis Harris
Look how you hit that man. That changed his life.
on Antonio.
That created the dirty Antonio Brown right there. That created the crazy Antonio Brown. This hit.
And it's going to put the Steelers in field goal range. Burfict was in there too.
Let's look at it. They talking about it. They gonna show it. Watch this. Watch this. He missed it. Now he knew better. He knew better. He knew. Look how he hit him. That was a dirty hit. See that? Boom. He hit that man. He could have went out the way. He had to hit that man like that. That's why you don't want your kids playing. Like I used to be like, man, make your money, do little stuff. But now I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because my son gonna be built just like me, which means his ass gonna be a wide receiver if he plays. No, like I didn't get this weight on me till I was in my 30s. Like I was skinny as hell. And that's what I'm saying. Look at him. The ball was out. He knew better. You are a professional. Look at that. Dirty. And you're like, well, that's just a chance, you know. And that's why Vontaze is out the league, you know. But let's keep going. Let's see what type of hits. Dirty hits. They got a bunch of them. Look at this. There's another hit. Look at that. Helmet to helmet. Look at him. Just dirty on purpose. And then he laughing. Just a dirty player, man. Look at that. Spearhead coming in there just spearing the man. They kept hitting people like that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this dude. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look how he hit that man. On purpose, to hurt him. He knew the man wasn't looking. Knew he wasn't braced. That's the worst way you can hurt somebody. Look at it. LeGarrette Blount. See what I'm saying? I don't have to keep. What I'm saying is, listen, when you have a track record of fucking up, then you don't have any grace. Okay? I know we could talk this racism stuff. We could talk about racism, white supremacy. We could talk about everything. I'd have been fired before. Let me tell you something. If I had to fucked up the other times, they wouldn't have been able to fire me that last time. It's always, take it from somebody that done dealt with a bunch of technicality shit when it comes to getting fired. And I'm telling you, they'll get you on a technicality because you did some dirty shit, because you weren't doing some stupid shit. And you're right. I do believe that Antonio Brown was an asshole before he got hit, before the Vontaze Burfict hit. I think what happened is the Vontaze Burfict, he does have CTE. I have no doubt in my mind. He has CTE. But the problem I have, the thing I'm saying is, in life, black man, you got to do the right thing and follow the rules a lot of times. I'm not a rule following person. I'm not. But when it comes to winning and losing, I'm going to follow the fucking rules. If I can win by following the rules, I'm going to follow the rules. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one of those guys that's on this, nah, man, you know, you need to do what you need to do to get all types of, get ahead and then the shit catch up with you. Because that's what's happened. So Antonio Brown wasn't getting the ball. Antonio Brown felt as though he needed to leave mid-game and make a scene because he's a diva, because it's all about him. Literally in Oakland, had he just kept his mouth shut for 1 week, he would have got $40 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? $40 million. Well, you can't, when it comes to the brain, you can't really predict it. But I do think that a lot of it has to do with lack of home training. The video where he went and didn't pay, well, he didn't pay the guy, the chef. That's how he got found out about the suspension with the stuff. It just doesn't have character. So you got a guy, you making millions of dollars in the NFL. You got a chef you owe $10,000 to. You refuse to pay him. So he basically gets you suspended and costs you hundreds of thousands of dollars because you didn't want to pay him $10,000. That's number one, right? You got a chick that you probably was sleeping with. You probably had words, talked to her any kind of way and reckless. She went public accusing you of rape. That's another one, right? You assaulted a FedEx worker. That's another one, right? You go out and you got to that. Like eventually you have to start looking at yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like you cannot just keep throwing the I'm a victim card forever. Like you have to eventually take a self-inventory and say, you know what? I don't know. I just think that I'm fine. And I just need to make sure I'm doing the right things and doing what the coach tell me and do what I need to do. And that's it. Antonio Brown is a guy that chose not to do that. Antonio Brown is a guy that chose to do the complete opposite. Right? Antonio Brown thought his talent would give him the ability to screw up and to keep coming out here making dumb decisions, doing disrespectful things and acting a fool, right? And what did Tom Brady do? I really feel sorry for Tom Brady, and I'm explaining to you why. Oh, we forgot he messed up the whole New England situation. He had $20 million there, messed that up. They had to do was shut up and quit bumping his gums. Could not shut up. Yes, I do, but I agree. I think you guys are coming in late. I do agree that CTE is real, and I do believe he has it. But what I'm saying is he's not the only guy that has CTE. We didn't see Junior Seau acting a fool like that. He had it. We got plenty of guys that have been playing in the NFL for decades that aren't out here fucked up like that. He's the only one we've seen that just went completely haywire. I think it's a mixture of attention, a mixture of being told he is the best player. And I'm going to tell you something. I think a lot of these debate shows do more damage than good. I do. I think these debate shows allow people, first of all, they give the casual fan some knowledge of the game that they think they understand some shit based on stats. And so that's the number one reason why I just don't think that you should have those shows. Even though they're entertaining, I don't like them. They need to move those shows to a YouTube format where it's okay. If you're going to have Stephen A. Smith, let Stephen A. Smith debate, Too Raw for TV or Ticket TV or some. I mean, of course, they'll have to be respectful, but let them debate some legit people. The brother on I forget his name, the brother that does the videos that I'm subscribed to, debate those guys, right? But they don't do that. They have their own little cocoon of people that they debate, and it's a fucked up debate because it's coming. Both premises will be off. And so to the average fan, if you watch this shit every day, night in, night out, for years and years and years and years, you'll begin to think something. And they know that. Right? And so what they did was they put these debate shows out. And so the average fan that don't know shit, that didn't know nothing, you had to actually know something back in the day to open your mouth and talk about sports. Now, any Tom, Dick, and Harry that has watched ESPN First Take of Fox Sports will say the exact same thing Shannon Sharpe or whatever. And they'll drop some little meaningless ass cherry pick stats to make their point, bolster their point, while they completely ignore other shit, right? I talked about this with the whole Michael Jordan he lost shit. When I talked about, well, damn, you talking about the man lost. First of all, he was on minutes restriction. He was playing 14 minutes a game up until the playoffs in the 1985 season. That's the season he went for 63 against the Celtics. He lost to one of the greatest teams of all time in the Boston Celtics that year, right? This is what I'm talking about. But today, all we know, well, he lost. That's all you hear, right? You don't hear, well, he came back in 1994-95 season, but he only played about 17 games. And out of those 17 games, he had restricted minutes at first to like the first 8 of them. And he started playing some minutes trying to get when he played, well, not 8. Now, I take that back. He did have restricted minutes because he was just getting back in. They wanted to try to avoid injury. I think he was playing about 30 minutes. And then what happened? Went to the playoffs and lost. He was out of shape. He wasn't himself. He lost the ball. I think they stole the ball from him. And, but these are the little facts. And this is what he lost in 95 and he lost. This is what I mean. So the average fan out here on the street will make these points. Now, what does that have to do with this point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is these debate shows, if you cut the TV on it every day, for years, they said, who's the best wide receiver in the NFL? And they were right at the time. I mean, Antonio Brown was out of his mind like a couple of years in Pittsburgh. Him and when they had Le'Veon Bell and all of them, yeah, they was the shit. Right? I mean, they were nice. It was between him, Julio Jones. I think Fitzgerald was playing back then. He was kicking it in back then for real. I think right before Chad left, it was a nice little run before Chad got messed up and left Cincinnati, where all these guys were nice and AB was on the way up. Right? And what happened? These guys wound up playing the game, and a lot of these guys got put out. Yeah, Megatron, yeah. So a lot of these guys either got, like, for example, Chad's a good example, right? So Chad Ochocinco. Chad didn't have no problems. Chad was a nice guy, didn't have any off-field incidents. Chad had one incident, got cut, and has never been in the NFL again. Chad was technically on a Hall of Fame arc. Like, I think he's a second tier. Maybe he could get in the Hall of Fame guy. Like, he's not going to be, obviously he's not first ballot, but if somebody would have let him in 20 years from now, I'd be like, okay, I can see that. Because his numbers in the era that he was playing in, where it wasn't like throw first era like it is now, where they were trying to put up all these crazy, ridiculous ass yards. Like, it's nothing to see a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards now. Back in the day, Dan Marino, that 5,000 yards, that record stood for damn near 35 years. because people wasn't throwing. They had a mixed attack, run and throw. You know what I'm saying? Now it's mostly throwing. They want to add a ball out. They want the touchdowns, the excitement. You know, they want to fill seats just like in the NBA. You know, same shit, right? And so as I sit and I look at this situation, you know, with Chad. Chad's another guy that got caught up. Well, I mean, they have their faves, but I'm gonna tell you how you become a fave. Shut the fuck up. I mean, not you, but just in general, we got to be quiet. When you come, listen. When I come to the NBA, like if I'm playing our NFL, if I'm playing quarterback, I'm not gonna grow my hair. Like, and this, let me show you what Michael Vick said. Watch this, right? Watch this about cutting the hair. They had a fit about that shit. So here we go. So this is the thing. Let me see if I can find it. Now watch this. Here we go.
A situation where, for lack of a better word, toxic, coming out of prison, a lot of controversy around you because of the dog fighting deal.
Mike Vick did shit right. I'm sorry. Mike Vick did shit the right way. He did.
Tony Dungy wrapped his arms.
Mike Vick came in the league, and he came out there with some dreads and I'm real to the streets and all that shit, he'd have been out the league. They would have gave, but Mike Vick cut his braids. He cut that shit off. He was talking right. He went around. He volunteered. He did what the fuck. Am I saying he's supposed to kiss people I asked for 25 years? No, fuck them folks. You're trying to get your money. Okay? This is not about selling out. I remember I made a video on my channel why I support what Mike Vick said, and I was called the bootlicking coon. I was called all this shit and that because I didn't agree with this shit.
Around you and help get you back into the NFL. That's what I want to see from Colin Kaepernick, a football person, him get involved with. And I think he needs to actually talk and put his name on.
I think we got to get Colin to do is cut his hair. You know, I mean, listen, I'm not up here to try to be politically correct, but, you know, even if he puts cornrows in it, I don't think he should represent himself, you know, in that way in terms of, you know, just the hairstyle. Just go clean cut. You know, why not? You know, you're already dealing with a lot of controversy surrounding this issue.
That's a fascinating thing to hear you say, Mike.
That he needs to do it.
See, this is why Mike Vick got another $100 million contract after coming out of jail for 3 years. Because Mike Vick understands the game. Black man, what's up, Nikori? Black man, you are not in the position to call the shots. Okay? You don't own shit. You don't control shit. You didn't build shit. You are just a passenger along the ride of small hat team owners. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of these coaches are white. A lot of these GMs are white. A lot of these scouts are black. Some of them are white. If you're going to be the face of a franchise, you're gonna have to have the clean cut image. What did they do? They fucked around and dragged this man. Let me see what your boy had to say about that shit.
The first thing we got to get Colin to do is cut his hair. You know, I mean, listen, I'm not up here to try to be politically correct, but
you know. Now this back when Shannon Sharp was trying to be Mr. Woke of the century, you know, Mr. You know, militant power to the people, Sharp. Yeah, so let's see what he got to say.
Even if he puts cornrows in it, I don't think he should.
This tweet, Colin Kaepernick's hair has nothing to do with him not being on an NFL roster right now. Let's be clear. I wish only the best for Colin. I stand by what I've said about him being signed at some point.
See, it's the thing. He had a backlash for making that comment, telling him to cut the hair. He said, "I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm here to tell the truth." Then he comes in, they lighten to his ass, and he backtracks, right? And the problem I have with this whole comment is he should have stood his ground. He should have stood his ground. He wasn't getting back, I agree, but we talking about at the time, the comment he made. If Colin Kaepernick, let's be honest, Colin Kaepernick with the big ass fro is a representation of his roots, him trying to appeal to his communist ideology. Let's keep this shit a buck. The beard, all that shit. That's what this shit is about. Holding the fists up, being in GQ magazine with the dashiki on, like you, Muhammad Ali, taking the exact same picture that Muhammad Ali with all the kids standing around. This dude did that shit, and it cost him. And if you're gonna come, let me. Yeah, he is trash. But let me say this: if you are going to come to a system that is controlled by people that don't look like you, you stay under the radar, you play the game, you get your chips up, and then you tell them to kiss your black ass. That's how you do the game. And I know some of us don't like that scenario. Some of us, man, he all fake shit. He ain't about none of that shit. Who ain't about it? Who ain't about none of that shit? BC Ram. Have you looked into what Colin Kaepernick stands for? BC Ram. Do we need to take this video down another road that I really wasn't planning to take it down and really go into the ideologies and the bullshit, the evil, demonic, devil-worshiping, communist bullshit that this nigga supports? The destructive anti-family bullshit that he supports? Cap is a bitch. That's what that nigga is. I can say that shit unapologetically. That motherfucker ain't spoke up for black folks in 7 fucking years. That nigga ain't said shit about the shit. Every time a nigga don't say shit, all he do is stand out and put memes out and Cap is our man. Cap is man. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. That motherfucker pushing for LGBT, illegal immigrants. Fuck, man, black folks. But look here. It is over. It is over for niggas. Y'all hear me? It is OV for black folks. We lack the critical thinking skills in the 21st century. Not talking about you, VC Ray. I'm just saying. You said he fake. I feel you. I'm not talking about you. Good. Okay, cool. We cool. My bad. But this is the thing. Anybody that supports Colin Kaepernick, just for anybody that may watch this video, anybody that supports Colin Kaepernick, you might want to unsubscribe from my motherfucking channel. I'm just telling you that shit real. I make no bones about it, how I feel about Colin Kaepernick. Fake as hell. Everything about this nigga is what he thinks it means to be black. What he thinks. What did y'all watch that damn cringy ass Netflix special? Because I actually did. I sat down and I watched it. That shit was cringy. Like, he had the white lady take him and he getting his hair braided and shit. Like, you lily white. Everything about you white. Just own who the fuck you are. That's who I respect. I respect you. I respect people who own who the fuck they are. Own it, nigga. That's who you are. You a mixed interracial kid adopted by white people. But because you want to be black and you feel guilty because you fucking a woman who ain't even black now, mind you. Ness is not black, right? That's your girlfriend. You fucking her. She on this pro-black woke country shit. And what did they do? They monetized his ass. And now he getting Disney Fest specials, and now he getting all this money thrown his way and all that shit, right? And what happened? He's being held up. Really, man, I ain't trying to be funny. Can I be honest with you? Colin Kaepernick represents the same shit that we've seen Jews do in the black community for the last 100 years. I was just talking about home, but the last real time we saw some black folks standing on their own, we would probably have to go back to the 1920s. Now she's Egyptian and she's Arab and something. She call that shit Arab. She don't call that shit fully black. No, she ain't just some regular ass black girl from Mississippi or something. Nope. And so the thing is, we have not stood on our own, like unapologetic. The last guy I saw that was really pulling his shit on his own was Marcus Garvey. Where it wasn't a lot of small hat involvement, where black people from the grassroots built some shit. Now, we built movements in the 60s. Don't get it twisted. We did, but they hijacked all that shit. They weren't able to hijack the UNIA, so they derailed it by getting motherfuckers to come in and do all types of evil shit, do stupid shit, right? But let's see what Shay Sharp had to say.
Point this season to help an NFL club. I think he's a great kid who has a bright future, and I'm looking forward to seeing him on the field again. Trust and believe what I said was not in malice.
No, he doesn't have a point. And what Michael Vick just did was continue to perpetuate a stereotype that blacks that look a certain way, dress a certain way, should be judged a certain way.
Guys, do you think that when Antonio Brown ran off that fucking stage or ran off that field, does that affect black people? I'm not even going to give you my opinion. Does it affect black people? Or better yet, let's not even talk about Antonio Brown. Guys, do you think that when you cut the news on and you watch the news in any major metropolitan area, like in California, when you cut the TV on and you see this smash and grab bullshit, right? And you see number niggas. I'm just keeping this shit above. Y'all, Tariq and all of, no, that ain't just black. Nigga, that ain't number black folks. I'm just keeping this shit above. Every video I seen ain't been number niggas running up and down some smash and grab shit. Always want some shit for free, right? Would it be safe to say, just roll with me for a second now, because I gotta go take a done urine test. I got another contract and I start next week, so I gotta go take a done urine test. So would it be safe to assume? Would one be safe to assume that, you know what, is probably a high propensity that a nigga is gonna steal, that a nigga is gonna do something rebellious? Would it not be? When we look at the overwhelming majority of players that were on the field kneeling and saying "fuck America," right? Because we know what the national anthem represents. You can say what you want. That shit was basically them saying "fuck America." That's what it was. Let's stop this bullshit now. No, he just was near. Man, get the fuck out. That nigga was saying, "Bitch, I ain't finna fuck America." Y'all motherfuckers killing Pookie and Ray Ray that raped and shot people and selling drugs. And then when he gets shot unarmed, the cop gets off. That's not fair. I'm like, you know what? You're right. It ain't fair. The cop should go to jail, and Pookie probably either, I think he deserved it, or he should go to fucking jail for 20 and 30 fucking years. I don't give a fuck. Lock them niggas up, throw away the key. I gives a fuck. That ain't my number one priority. Prison reform ain't my number one priority. But what did he do? When you got a liberal media ran by small hats, or should I say the people, right? Y'all know who runs it. And you got a group of, you got a mixed guy with a lot of insecurities. What happens? You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, man. I mean, hell, he deserved it, man. He wrong for this. He just getting. Well, let me listen to this shit.
What does Colin Kaepernick's hair have to do with anything? He need to reform his image from what?
Because he wears socks with pigs on them. Maybe that was a problem, bro. That's a image PR, and he did that shit on purpose. Because when they was negotiating for you to get a job, you put the team owner in a meme. Your girl did. You're supposed to shut her ass down publicly. Your girl went live and not live, but she went on Twitter or Instagram and put up an image of Ray Lewis as Django Unchained with Charles Candy when he got shot in your boy, right? And then put up, and then you're gonna talk about some damn, what is it? Shit, what's that syndrome? Stockholm syndrome, right? Y'all put that shit up, and then maybe that's why your image is fucked up. They talking like this nigga just went out here and just sat up and was just playing football, and they kicked him out the league for nothing. Because he was praying to God. He was just praying to the way he didn't believe in Christ, so he wanted to pray to Allah, and they kicked him out the league. Then I'd be like, you know what? That's a little fucked up. I would say that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't what happened, is it? In fact, the first game, if you go back, he was pouting. He was pouting because that was the first game he got his position took. He got his position took by Blaine Gabbert. Let's not forget. Sorry ass Blaine Gabbert. I wonder if Blaine Gabbert's still in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And you beat me to it. Maybe his image is fucked up because you waited till 45 minutes before they were supposed to have a tryout. They flew out. Every NFL team had a scout to show up to look at you. And you're going to wait 45 minutes before in Atlanta and say it ain't going to be in Alpharetta. It's going to be on the south side about 55 minutes away. And everybody said, man, fuck that shit. I'm heading to the airport. And 6 teams still went and kissed your ass. Maybe it's fucked up because when they put the mic to your face, you ain't played in 5 years at the time. What is he doing? Bumping his gums, threatening the commissioner. Who the fuck do you think you are? See, you know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. Blaine Gabbert on the Bucs. That's what I'm saying. Blaine Gabbert's still in the league, though. Blaine Gabbert shut the fuck up. Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. That is the story that what's that boy name? RG3 learned that shit the hard way, didn't he? But he shut up, didn't he? Because his ass was out the league. Let me say something, man. Black men, just because you got a couple of $1 million in your pocketbook, you think that you are impervious to ever going broke. And you're not looking like I got a little money in the bank right now. I ain't stupid though. I know in a month and a half, I could be broke than a motherfucker. So I'm not out here doing dumb shit. I'm doubling up on my shit, trying to stack my money. I'm not trying to be like, I'm trying to pay debts down and shit this year. I'm not trying to, it's a lot of shit I've been playing with. Like, all right, I'm gonna play. I paid off a few debts, so I did move in the right direction, but I didn't move fast enough, damn it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, guys, we have got to make the right decisions in our own lives. And if we choose to make idiotic decisions, like Cam Newton, yet another situation. What did Cam do? Cam waits to his damn 13th year in the NFL to now try to grow a damn matted. Let me look at this shit. Let's go look at this shit, man. Because I hate to be an asshole, but this is what I'm talking about. Cam Newton. Look at this nigga, man. Look at this nigga. Look at him. Look at him. You look like a fucking junkie on the side of the road begging for some money. Am I the only one that thinks that? I'm black. I'm black, dog. I'm blacker than black than we all seen CB4, right? Yeah, it looks like a bird's nest. Like a damn, like, what's wrong with you? Then you got that scraggly ass beard. This shit ain't got nothing to do with being black. This is the problem I got with motherfuckers. This ain't just being black. I got pictures and images of people in Egypt with waves, so you can stop that shit. You can stop it. Get you a clean cut, young man. Edge your shit up. You know why? Because you ain't gonna miss no checks. Clean cut. If Cam Newton was clean cut, edged up, right? When he got back, he made the damn touchdown and shit. Don't pull out. You on a sorry fucking team this year. Quit trying to flash. Quit trying to show out. Just pull your chest. Don't do all that shit. Just wave. After the game, you say, hey, man, I'm just glad to be back, man. I'm turning over a new leaf. All the celebrating, all that's out. I'm just going to really try to do what I can to help the team win. I'm glad to be here. I love the people of Charlotte. I'm going to give y'all my heart and soul. That's all you got to say. Shit like that. Right? But what do we do? I'm back. He poking his chest out and shit like he's Superman and shit. Then the team just commenced to lose. Like, your ass out there throwing interception. Now they looking at you like, okay, and you got a fucked up hairstyle? At least, look, Blaine Gabbert is a scrub. Don't get it twisted. But Blaine Gabbert is still in the NFL. Do you know him and Blaine Gabbert came out in the same draft? Blaine Gabbert has had a longer career than a former NFL MVP who led a team to the Super Bowl and was 15-1. His hair ain't got shit to do with it. Yes, it does. Guys, see this the difference. Let me explain to you, J-Day, why. And I see your image. That says a lot. So you might look at shit a little different than me. But let me explain something to you. His hair is a big part of it, brother. Your image. You are the face of a franchise. I'm sorry, but this is not how you should be out here, man. This is not how a NFL quarterback should look. Okay? 30 years from now, I don't know. But right now, you don't need to try to wait to your 13th year in the NFL, 11th year, whatever it is. And now your numbers are down. You've been injured. Now you want to grow your hair out. You should have had that shit back in like his 2011 when you went undefeated and you had one of the greatest college seasons. You won a damn Heisman. Then people would have been cool with that shit. But what did Cam do back when he did that? He came in with a beautiful smile and hey, and smiling and shit, waves. He was modeling and shit. Remember that? He was modeling and shit like that. He had I forget the name of that company he had. He had a company. I used to go to the mall and shit, buy his shit. Okay, Cam got some nice clothes. He had some clothes. That was the guy. He had millions of dollars coming. He had the Dannon commercial. Y'all remember that? The yogurt shit? He had all that. All you got to do is shut the fuck up. That's all you got to do. That's it. And that's why, if I'm not mistaken, what's the name playing less time than playing longer than him now? Russell Wilson. So Russell Wilson came in as a third rounder. What did he do? Have you seen Russell Wilson grow his hair out like that? Have you seen? So Russell Wilson, well, I ain't gonna lie, Russell Wilson's been damn near MVP caliber, damn near every season. Every season that so-called Legion of Boom has been gone or disbanded. That team, he was in the MVP race, at least top 3. Go look that shit up. He was in the MVP race damn near every year. The only year I think he didn't find, this is the first year I think Russell Wilson finally is out and wasn't in it, wasn't considered in that bitch. There was a couple of years where he was teetering back and forth within the last couple of years, right? What is the difference? The difference is your hair. That's part of it. I'm not saying that's all of it. It's what you say when you open up your mouth. Then it's your play. Because let me tell you something. If you look like this and you saying a lot of dumb shit, but you putting that bitch where it need to be, you'll make it in the NFL. See that? If you can put that ball where it needs to be, you'll make it. But let's say you in the middle of the pack and you just like everybody else, which is what Cam Newton is a average quarterback right now. He's average, maybe, yeah, that's what he is. I give him an average quarterback, right? Now the hair comes into play. So I'm like, well, hell, if I'm gonna get an average quarterback, why do I want a guy who looks like a freaking junkie on the side of the road begging for a nickel? Why would I want him as my quarterback in the face of my franchise? Right? Why would I want my son or daughter, who's probably, let's be honest, the average NFL fan is white? You know what I'm saying? Antonio Brown talking about the guy. See, that's the thing. You talking about the guy that dyed his hair. You talking about Antonio Brown. Talking about Antonio Brown. This is Antonio Brown. Let me show you. This is the guy you talking about. This guy right here. This guy right here. You say his hair was on point. This was when he was in the league. This is when he was like in between contracts at the point. He didn't care. This was like right after that Oakland shit when he did this. Or right before it. This was right before that Oakland shit happened. And he started streaming this shit on no. You can't use the hair. What I'm saying is, listen, man. Black folks, y'all want to have niggas in the league that look like this. Build your own fucking teams. That's all I'm saying. Get your own shit. And then if you want to have a motherfucker, see, I see a nigga, now I ain't gonna lie, this nigga look weird, whatever year this is. But if I see a nigga look like Cam doing that shit Cam did, I wouldn't even trip about that shit. Let me see. If I see a nigga looking like this, right? I wouldn't trip about it. Because I'd be like, you know what? Cam, I see niggas on the street that look like that. I see them. And it don't really bother me like that. But I don't own the team. The people that own the team culturally do not align with the general managers that make the decisions as to who's going to be starting and second string and all that, and the head coaches and shit. Most of them are white, middle-aged, or older white men. They don't relate to that shit, and they don't hang in these certain circles. And when they cut their television on, the people they see committing crimes look just like Cam Newton. Right? So if I was you, I'm gonna tell you some shit I know. Like, I got locked up one time. Never forget this shit. I've pretty much had a clean image my whole life, right? I got locked up one time for some tickets, right? Nothing major, just I forgot what something happened, got stopped, broke. This is when I was struggling. But I kept my hair. I always had a nice haircut, clean image. I even take care of my damn skin. I do. I got clear skin. I take care of my shit, right? So I get stopped. They take me up to the little desk in the little station to try to check me in. And everybody, the two officers, female and the male officer, they looked at me and did a double take. They don't know what the fuck I did. You know what they asked me? What you doing down here? That's exactly right hand to God. That is exactly what they asked me. Now, why did they ask me that? What about me? What about my persona made them feel as though they could ask me? I could have shot somebody. I could have killed somebody. I could have raped somebody. They don't know who the fuck I am. It's Montgomery, right? No, he from I think he's from Florida. He's from South Florida. AB from South Florida. But they asked me that because of the way I look. And you know what the lady said? She said, I could tell you, I could just look at you and tell you I knew it was. I said, "What you?" Because the female officer said, "What you here for tickets, ain't you?" I said, "Yep." I said, "Yeah, I can tell." Put him over there to the side. They put me in a cell by myself. They didn't even put me in there with the rest of them niggas. They had me in the side. I sat over there for about 3 hours. Somebody came bail me out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. This is what I'm saying, guys, is if you ever want to win in life, image is important. I'm not the biggest Kevin Samuels fan, but I agree with him 1,000%. People make 14 judgments about you in the first 7 seconds they meet you. Your image and what you look like when you walk outside. I'm not saying you need to walk outside dressed in a 3-piece suit every day. It's unfair to ask a black man to wear a suit all day, every day, 7 days a week. But if I'm in the NFL and I'm making millions of dollars and I'm the face of a franchise, I'm going to be the flyest motherfucker you ever seen in every press conference. And I'm going to speak a different way. I'm going to conduct myself a different way. Right? Because that is a mark of leadership. I actually hate the way these young guys wear their hairs nowadays. I'm just being straight up. I'm going to tell the truth. A lot of these young dudes got their hair all on their head, knotty and shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as you edge the shit up, tilt fade the sides, and you got, you can keep it knotty. Fuck it. At least but when you looking like this is a little bit too much for a guy who was turning the ball over. Now, like I said, if Cam Newton was Cam Newton of 2015, I wouldn't make this video. Well, I would make the video, but I wouldn't be talking about Cam Newton, right? And in 2015, Cam Newton hair didn't look like that when he was doing that. But what I'm saying is when you're winning, when you're playing at such a high caliber, you could get away with shit like that, looking like that. Because you put the ball where it needs to be, right? I hate to bring this white ball up because we talk about it, but shit. Ben Roethlisberger, 3 rape cases, Middlesex, Georgia. Right? What happened to him? What happened to him? What happened to Cam? I mean, what happened to Ben Roethlisberger? Have you seen anything about Ben lately? The reason that you haven't seen anything about Ben Roethlisberger is because he got to the league and he shut the fuck up. He played the game, and that's it. That's that. Only thing I saw about Ben, he was in an accident when he didn't wear his helmet. That's it. I hadn't heard nothing from him off the field. He had an argument where he disagreed with the offensive coordinator a couple years back. That's it. He about to retire, cool. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, that's what I'm talking about. This guy played this shit the right way. Sometimes, man, trying to be this rebel when you ain't really winning like that. Like AB, as much as I have no problem with black men being who they are, expressing themselves and shit. And a lot of these guys have made hundreds of millions of dollars. Like Camden made a couple $100 million, sure. Right? But I'm willing to bet that Cam would still be on a roster if it wasn't for the showboating, if it wasn't for the hair, and it wasn't. I'm just being straight up. If he was just a regular leader, the same guy that we thought he was, clean cut, he would probably have a lot more endorsements. He would. He would have more endorsements. He would have more money. Guys, am I selling out if I do that? See, that's really what the meat of this argument boils down to. Are you a sellout if you tone down all the extra bravado? Are you a sellout? Are you selling out if you tone down all of the showboating? Are you a sellout if you tone down and cut your hair and you just have your hair straight and you got waves or you got a low 5 o'clock shadow with a temp fade, right? And a nice edge up? Is that selling out? Y'all know where I stand. I don't think it's selling out at all. I think it's just shit playing the game. See, what is the game? See, he ain't playing no damn game. I ain't got to play shit. Well, the game getting played on you, my nigga. The game getting played on you. Like, Cam want to be in the league now, but the game has been played on him. How in the hell is Blaine Gabbert a sorry-ass second? There was a guy. Do y'all understand that? Because Blaine Gabbert could make better throws coming out of Missouri, that in 2011, they were actually entertaining him being picked over Cam Newton. Blaine Gabbert, when they interviewed him, he actually felt like he was a better quarterback. He didn't say it, but he was like, yeah, phase and waves are played out. Well, I know, and everybody walking around with their hair all naughty and shit. I get it. I got a wave. I got waves. Shit, waves and phase ain't never played out. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm sorry. No, they're not. They're not. I don't believe it. Day, how old are you, Day? How old are you? You probably you 20 what? That's the problem. You young. So you think that's why every kid wears their hair like that now. Because everybody under 30, nobody has any originality, right? Everybody follows everybody else. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, for telling the truth. Day 26. Exclusive. That's my song. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's no originality, man. These kids nowadays, they see another kid, he got his hair knotted. I'm going to wear my hair knotted. He got a mohawk. I'm going to wear her mohawk. He got his hair all twisted up, looking like a broom, like a matted up, damn dirty mop. I'm going to do the same thing to my head. Instead of saying, man, shit, man, why don't you cut your shit off and have some waves or something? Man, that shit played. Yeah, okay. Look, I'm going to tell you how I know it's not played. Because, and this is how I know it's not played. Because, you know, I look at shit. I look at a lot of shit, man. What is it? I think it's called Wolf. Right? You got dudes still making waves to this day. A year ago, look at this shit, man. They still doing it.
All right, so a couple of days ago,
I mean, he about your age too, ain't he? He just don't know no better. He just don't know no better, huh? And I'm gonna tell y'all something, young brother. Listen to me now. Exactly. They look like everybody else. You young, you don't know nobody. Look. Let me tell you some shit, man. You're going to laugh at this shit I'm about to say. I'm going to tell you this how old this shit is. So my brother took me to the mall. This was like 1989. Okay. So he took me to the mall, right? And I had a little money. This was for school. I'm getting some school clothes and shit. We was in Atlanta. Actually, no, my sister took me to the mall. We was in Atlanta, right? And it was a place called Jeans West, right? And so Jeans West had these pants called Skids, right? Let me show them to you. I'm gonna show them to you now. This some shit that they had back in the day, right? So listen to me, bro. I was the first nigga to ever bust a pair of Skids in Montgomery, Alabama. In fact, shit, I think I had them. Them the ones I had. I had that same. I had two of them. And this was one that had another design. And then I went to Oak Tree. Y'all don't know about no Oak Tree. Y'all know about that, right? And I got me a lime green smock neck shirt. I know, right? I look like the fucking Joker, right? And you couldn't tell me I wasn't the flyest nigga in Carver. I remember my mama did. I had got me a little shit. I had my little hot top fade. She took me up to the shop. I got my shit cut. I had me a little blowout. My shit was all about like kid and play. My shit was about 3 inches, which it wasn't as high as play. I mean, kid, but it was high as hell, right? So I had that shit going, bro. I had my little part and shit. I had my little Big Daddy Kane part. You couldn't tell me, Day, that I wasn't the flyest nigga in Montgomery, nigga. I had on my little iron cologne. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about that iron, right? I put my little jacket on. I come out that bitch, man. And my sister was in high school. I was in junior high. I had to walk from across the front with my sister. And my sister say, man, they was coming to me all day to my, who was that boy you was walking with? You couldn't tell me I wasn't clean, right? Now today, if somebody was to show me this shit right here, and I'm gonna tell you what it was. My brother, I'm gonna tell you why I'm telling you this story. Because my brother, I never forget, he told me, he said, man, why are you getting them? He said, man, go get you some. He told me, he said, man, go get you like a suit coat, a button down, man, get you like a sock tie or something, man, with some, with you some loafers. And it's timeless, man. Look at that, man. Get this, man, and then, and do this and do that. He said, man, why you got your hair like this? How you used to talk to me. Man, why you got your hair like that? You know what I'm saying? I know they call wigs. I'm just saying he does that now, and I'm just saying it's stupid for a face of a franchise quarterback. That's what I'm saying. Because not only is you talking about every young kid has their hair like this. This guy's the face of a franchise doing that. The only guy looking like this, between him and the other guy, Lamar Jackson, who they about to start getting his ass up out of the next. Right? But anyway, because he on the way out. Y'all mark my words. Because whenever he get injured, he gonna start throwing turnover, interception after interception because it's throwing motion. But that's another video, right? But the point I'm trying to make is this: my brother told me you want to wear something timeless, something that you can wear 20 years from now and it will still look nice, and you can put it on and you can always wear it. When you're talking about waves, guys, waves are timeless, right? Now you're young, Day, and I wouldn't expect you to understand that, bro. I wouldn't, but I see young men 17, 18, when I get my hair cut, they got waves too. Everybody ain't running around here with waves. I remember when a fade was played. I remember when the fade came in the style in the middle of the 80s. Then it became played in the 90s. Then it came back in like around the early 2010s, around up in there. So waves are timeless, but you're young. You're 26. I wouldn't expect you to understand that, right? You damn right. He wears a suit every day and he own about you. Damn right. Ain't nothing wrong with wearing. See, brother, let me explain. See, you done took this video somewhere I didn't want to take it. But let me show you something, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a suit, man. Let me go to Suit Supply. Shit, I ain't been there in a while. I might go buy me one. I got to see there. You gonna make me spend some damn money. I wasn't planning to do this, but since you said something, let me show you something, man. Let me show you something, bro. Like, let's see. Woo! I kind of like that little get up right there. I like that. But let me see. See, it's the winter time now. The suits are a little thick. They about to thin them up now because it's January. So about a month you come on this website. This right here, I like that. Now, Dave, I don't care what you say, brother. I don't care how old you are. If I put you in this day, and I give you some nice black Chelsea boots to go, let's click on it, bro. I give you some nice black Chelsea boots. See, he got on tennis shoes. I give you some Chelsea boots to go with that bitch. Look at that. Dave, let me explain something to you, bro. Young blood. You want to get them young girls going crazy? Put this shit on here right here. I dare you to disagree with me in the comments, brother. I dare you. Put this on right here. Let me get this on. Put this on right here. Get you a little V-neck, not a V-neck, but you know what I'm saying? You want to look. You don't see. You young, man. I'm trying to help you. You want flash, brother? This shit I'm gonna wear to the post game right here with some shades. Oh yes, with waves. My shit crisp. I'm gonna have a professional barber on staff. He goes every day before I leave the house. Every day my shit would be tight. I had that kind of money. And I'm gonna be in the post game. This is what I'm gonna have. Yeah, we made grit throws. He made a quarter. He made a play in the third quarter. I just want and thanks to all the staff. But man, look here. See a brother like this will charm the shit out your woman, bro. No, hell no, with no damn Gators. Now that's some shit that's played. I don't even think Gators was ever in for me. Sorry, I ain't wearing no damn Gators. I'm talking about some real shit. This shit can go back to 1925. You can see somebody with this shit on. You would not know if it was from 2022 or 1922. That's what I mean by timeless, brother. See what I'm saying? That's what my brother was trying to tell me. I didn't grasp that shit till I was about your age. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these young kids, I hate to see children, young people run around with their hair all naughty like every fucking body else. My brother, now one thing I did take was stop trying to look like everybody else. Don't dress like everybody else. You want to stand out. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, that's their generation. Zoot suit. See that? Now you talking about taste, and I'm not trying to shit on your grandparents' taste, but just because you wear a suit doesn't mean you have taste. Like Steve Harvey's old suits versus go listen to Steve Harvey and how he says Marjorie upgraded him and got him out them ugly ass suits. Go back when he was hosting Apollo and look at that shit he had on in. And then look at what the suit go down to the damn knees. It's different. Whereas back then, even when he had those suits, there was a guy by the name of Oswald Boateng right? This guy right here. This is the guy that did Will Smith's suit in Bad Boys 2 when he came out and say, "What? I want to look good." That suit, that guy, this suit right here, this brother did all those suits. Now, why he just go fuck with him? So clearly they were making suits back then. Now, of course, I would mix this up a little different. But what I'm saying is he was making suits back in the day. That's the type of suits he put together. You just all about taste, man. Taste. You could give motherfucker money, but you can't give them taste. You hear me? Everybody ain't got taste. Everybody ain't got flavor. Plenty of motherfuckers got money. Not everybody gonna take their money and go invest in a piece of Van Gogh, buy a piece of art with their money. They'll go blow $1,000, $100,000 in the fucking strip club. I'd rather buy, and Jay-Z was like, look, I'd rather go spend $100,000 on a damn painting or something. Taste is different, bro. It's just, you see what I'm saying? Appreciating assets, depreciating assets. Strip club. You see what I'm saying? Different types of money. It's the same when it comes to clothes and how you dress. I'm wearing some shit like that. Yes. So yeah, and guess what? This shit here, could you wear your little loose fitting hair? Yeah, you could. Could you wear whatever that shit is you just said it was? You could. Ain't no but, brother. Suits is fly, but I only got one for Easter. Well, shit. All right, you don't get older. You 26 right now. And I'm glad you said that. I'm actually glad you said that, brother. Let me show you where you go. You go to TJ Maxx. I don't know if they got that where you at, but where I'm from, you go in now. You can go to little places like this, clearance. You can get suits all day, man. Well, I ain't talking about the skinny jeans, but the suit. Now the suit is different because the suit ain't all painted on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. And it depends on how you. And it depending on how you want your suit. You could get the suit to fit a little different than the jeans. The suit might be a little bit more form-fitting, but it's actually nice when it fit like that. Like these pants fit. You see what I'm saying? This damn near will hug. This damn near hugging his calf. You know what I'm saying? But that shit hot. See what I'm saying? And I don't went off on a tangent. I didn't mean to do that. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna be the face of a franchise, you're gonna be a quarterback. I mean, a quarterback of a franchise. Then you can't look like this. And maybe Kim got tired of coming to the post-game conference with a suit and a tie, being all nice. Nobody really caved. Well, look, that's where you get your colors from. You can also experiment with colors of suits, right? The cut is what makes the suit look good. Y'all don't hear me. It's all about the cut. You can take the same fabric. If it's a cut like a zoot suit, the shit ugly. You can take that same fabric, cut that suit, and make it fit and have that Italian cut to it. Like a guy like those suits that Oswald Boateng wear, that type of shit. You put that on, same fabric, and it just looks different. And it looks way more expensive. Right? Cut is everything. Fit is everything. You could take a $90 suit coat. If that bitch fit right, my homeboy bought me, I had a purple V-neck with a fire engine red suit coat. Man, that shit was clean. I had put me some I had some Chuck Taylors on with that shit. Bro, you couldn't tell me that, bro. With some dark blue jeans, jet black, like dark blue jeans, right? Levi's. And shit, that shit worked. It worked. The whole outfit worked with some shades. That's all I did. And it worked. I got mad compliments on that whole outfit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, he clean. It was just a damn purple. But who would have thought purple and red? The shit went together. It did. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you dress things, how you set things up. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to understand that when it comes to being out in the public space, in the public forum like this, you got to make sure that you got your image together and you can't do dumb shit. What you've done in the past only will make you your space. You won't be able to stay in this space, but for so long. As a quarterback, as a good basketball player, right? You can be a good basketball player or a good, like Terrell Owens, no real trouble off the field, but his mouth. It wasn't the hair for Terrell Owens. It was his damn mouth. RG3, I mean, he had the waves and he cut his shit off eventually. It wasn't his hairstyle. It was his mouth. He would not shut up. He kept threatening the media, talking about there was a bunch of haters and shit like that. So as soon as he got hurt, they was celebrating and writing a million stories on his ass. He was threatening the media and shit, talking shit. They done drafted the damn number 3, the damn third, one of the Kirk Cousins, his pocket passing ass. Now he done got $100 million contract, and you out the NFL. You made $13 million, over $15 million over your whole career. This man made hundreds of millions of dollars, and you were a better quarterback. Why is that? How is it that one guy, well, it's because he's white, man. See, that's the lazy shit. That's the lazy shit that we do as black folks. Well, if that's the case, why is it that, and this is what I feel. I think like Russell Wilson is the blueprint. Russell Wilson didn't win every time. Even in a down year, they not shitting on Russell Wilson. Teams would be happy to get Russell Wilson right now. Nobody's like, oh man, he's out the league. Soon as if Russell Wilson was bumping his gums, talking shit, he would have probably been out the league this year, or he would have been on his way out, going to be a backup. They would be well, he can only be a backup. They're not saying that about Russell Wilson. He'd have been injured, all that shit, but they're not saying that, are they? They still talking like he's a starting quarterback. What's the difference? Really, I'm gonna tell you the real unfair shit. Motherfuckers just like Russell Wilson. How do you make people like you? And life is so much easier when people like you. Like, let's just keep it above, right? Life is so much easier. People like Larry Fitzgerald. That's why he damn near had a 30-year homeland. That dude been in the league for damn near forever. Damn near forever. Let me see how long Larry Fitzgerald was in the damn league. This dude was in the league. Stats. How long this dude been in the league? He been in the league a long damn time. 18 damn seasons. This dude damn near played 2 decades in the NFL. Why? Why did he play 18 seasons in the NFL? Because people liked him. Why did they like him? He knew when to shut the fuck up. Sometimes it's all about knowing when to shut up. If you don't know when to shut up, you got to know how to play the game, smile. Guys, how do you think Guys, how do you think I'm able to get these contracts and stuff? You go in these contracts, you go in these rooms with these white people, these executives, they interview you. It's 7 or 8 of them. Hey, how you doing? I'm looking everybody in the eyes. Hey, how are you guys? How are you? How are you? Yeah, I sit there, smile. I talk about a little football, crack a couple of jokes, roll tide. You know, I say that. Oh, you know, we crack a couple of little jokes. There's usually an Alabama fan in every, you know, then they, oh my God, you're starting something. You know, people talk all that. Yeah, man, you know, hey, man, maybe this year they go. Now, this is on the interview now. Maybe this year they're going to just small talk. Okay, well, look, you'll hear back from us. You got the job. That's how it works. I've done that 1,000 times. Making people like you is key, and it is imperative to your success in this world as a black man. You have got to learn how to make people like you. I know it sounds very like counterintuitive. But what fuck you need somebody to care? Why you need people to like you? Why you give a fuck about what people think? It's not about caring what people think. I have the highest self-esteem. I don't have a low self-esteem. You want people to like you so that you would be able to milk this system for 20 years, 30 years if need be, or 5 years or 3 years until you're able to start your business. You have the tax returns, you have the money, you have the savings, you have the deposits every couple of weeks because you got the job and you're making the amount of money you need to make so that you can get the things you need to accomplish, right? Nobody's going to give you any money or do anything for you if you are somehow unlikable. Now, why are a lot of brothers unlikable a lot of times? Antonio Brown is unlikable. His talent, and because he was able to have one guy who's very likable to speak up for him, he was given one more chance. And that's Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, spoke up for him. He stayed at his house. He vouched for him. And what do? You leave him on the middle of the field in the middle of a damn game. Now, does he have CTE? Yes, he does. I'm 1,000% convinced that he has CTE. But so does damn near every guy that's played with. You think Larry Fitzgerald ain't got CTE? You think Larry Fitzgerald never got a dirty hit from Vontaze Burfict? I know a dude played in the NFL. Let me tell you what he said. He said, man, one time they was in the huddle, and it was this dude that was strong as hell, right? I forget the dude's name. This was back when Ray Lewis was playing and all of it. This like Ray Lewis was like in his 3rd, 4th year, right? The dude say, man, I'm in the huddle. I done ran the ball. This nigga put his hand up under my ribs and pushed in and grabbed my ribs behind my ribs, and I couldn't even fucking breathe. He was laughing. I said, man, stop playing, man, stop playing. And he just, Like it's some crazy strong ass niggas in the NFL. You think ain't nobody ever did nothing and laid Larry Fish? I'm sure we can find it if I just do a search. I'm sure somebody done laid his ass out. Why he ain't out here threatening to beat his baby mama ass or telling her he gonna kill her? Huh? Why he ain't out here getting accused of rape? That ain't got shit to do with it. That's character. And what happened is the CTE aggravated it. A lot of times, guys, we don't want to hear this. People say this all the time about us as black people. We lack character a lot of times because a lot of times, when I say character, I mean you show up late, you don't pay people back, you don't. Those are just that's a character deficiency. And when it comes to certain instances of people in the game, like this guy right here, Larry Fitzgerald, he's an exemplary, has an exemplary record. He's the guy that you would want your child to play like. He was never, penalized for showing his ass or acting a fool. Guys, what's his name? Randy Moss. Randy Moss came to Minnesota. Was it Minnesota? I think it was Minnesota. No, it wasn't Minnesota. It was another team. It was I think it was the damn Titans, Tennessee Titans. Somebody he was playing for. And somebody tried to cook some barbecue for the team. This nigga walked his ass in there. What's up, Naeem? This nigga walked his ass in there, tasted the barbecue, and threw this shit in the trash. Man, y'all call this nasty shit barbecue? This ain't no motherfucking barbecue. And these people were fans of his, and they brought it and volunteered and were just trying to feed the team for free. But just a lack of tact. Guys, I can tell y'all a story about Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was an asshole. Cussed out a dude I know. Cussed him clean out. Dude worked at Hennick Furs. Y'all think I'm lying? Hennick Furs is in Montgomery, but they have an office in Denver, Colorado, which is where he was playing. Dude was working out there for the summer, something like that. And he came in there for summer. And Allen Iverson came in there and was cussing him out. And we've heard all types of stories of these rich celebrities cussing people. They're not nice people. A lot of them aren't. A lot of them are assholes, especially guards. I don't know what it is about guards. A lot of them are assholes. Wide receivers, guards, they assholes. Right? And these are the guys, once you get that stigma, that shit hard to get off. ODB, Odell Beckham, it's hard for him to get that shit off right now. Odell Beckham needs to shut the fuck up. But guess what? Because you on the sideline, throwing your helmet, kicking shit, right? Because you got caught with coke and shit like that. We know that was coke. Stop talking about white substance. Nigga, that was coke, right? Because you got coke and shit, you got caught with that on video. This is just all the shit that adds up. And now people, okay, you're a drug addict. You're not a good person. You buying pussy. You paying girls, offering girls 10. Even though that wasn't an actual situation where he did something wrong, that's the same shit with T.O. T.O. didn't do shit. He didn't do a damn thing. You can't name nothing. He had some pills one time. They say he might have overdosed or something. Other than that, T.O. ain't do shit else. You know what I'm saying? Most people gravitate towards people that are nice and friendly and look people in the face, smile, and they're genuine. Those are the people that later on in life, when they need somebody to turn the other way and look the other way and give them a nod, they get it. They get it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the guy that is the asshole, soon as his ass is a chance, his ass is out the league. He should never have been back in the league in the first place. And Antonio Brown. The only reason he's back in the league, he was back, was because the GOAT spoke up for him, the greatest of all time. If it wasn't for that, his ass, not even Tom Brady can get his ass back. And that was the only bridge. This nigga done burned every bridge he has ever had. Eventually, you got to step back and say, man, this is me. I'm the common denominator. I made some dumb choices. Now, right now, you got 30 million. You might have 20 million in the bank. You got a few. You got a little money now, so you think you impervious. That's why he ran off that field. Come back in 10 years and tell me if his ass will run off that field. I bet you he would. I bet you right now, if you put Terrell Owens on that field, Terrell Owens right now talking about getting back in the NFL. Why? The money. Yeah, he loves it. The money too. He was talking to somebody that he named the team. He said, man, they were talking to me about getting back in. He want to get back in. They want the money. You think Chad Ochocinco wouldn't break his neck trying to get back in the league right now? This nigga still playing, I think, in some damn Canadian league. For money to pay bills. You think you great when you got $40 million, $30 million. Man, look here. When Uncle Sam get through taking $25 million out that bitch, and then them baby mamas and all that shit, because y'all done fucked half the women across the country. By the time you get through with all that shit, cars, jewelry, then here come your family. Shit, that's it. That's it. Your family gonna take the rest. Your mama, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your daddy, your cousins. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And don't let one of them baby mamas be disgruntled. Oh shit, this nigga got 40 million. Okay, $250,000 a month, they child support. Easy. Yeah, she broken. And they still cool. I wouldn't fuck with her. They still cool. They say he was on the show. He was on there with Evelyn when she got into it with that other girl that played in the lingerie league. I forgot her name. The one that they don't like, the dark-skinned girl. But that girl is beautiful. They was talking about, she ugly. You're ugly. And I was like, why is she ugly? Like, she got strong features, I give her that, but she wasn't no ugly girl. Real talk. And she had a nice body. But anyway, guys, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. I got to go take this drug test. I'll see y'all.